Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you as always from the very sunny Sunshine Coast here in Australia. Joined today by Stephen Steers, who has migrated from New York City to pretty much every place around the world and settled in where, Stephen?
Mexico City, Mexico.
Mexico City. And what is it you loved about Mexico? You made mention to me that it just felt like home.
It felt like home, but a quick list. The weather's great. The food is amazing. The people are lovely. The time zones work very well for my clients. And I've cut my expenses by 70% and tripled my quality of life in the bargain. But
Yeah,
there's no room for you, so don't come here.
I don't see anything wrong with this picture other than you just announced it to the world. Um, it's kind of a big city already, right?
24 million
Yeah.
and
Wow.
counting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep this the best kept secret, folks. Evan's a natural in front of the camera, as you probably already see, because it's one of the things that he does is uh, it's storytelling. So his core thing is, let's tell a story that gets the buyers excited to buy from you. But today, I'm delighted that he's going to hone down another specialty, which is what happens once you've got them excited to buy from you and they've made an inquiry. So the title is How to Deliver the Perfect Discovery Call. And that
Yep.
discovery call, well, give us a reference for that, Stephen. What's the discovery call?
A discovery call is once you get an inquiry for your services or you've been successful outbounding and got someone interested enough to talk to you about the problem you solve. What do you do next? And how do you guide that person through a documented process that gets you the right answers to the questions you needed to know if you can help them and has
Perfect.
that person excited to potentially receive the help that you and only you can give?
I'm looking forward to this. Let's kick off. Our time starts now. Question number one, sir. Who is your ideal client?
My ideal clients are professional services companies, coaches, consultants, agencies, as well as software companies. So if you sell B2B and you use assets to get on the phone to talk to your clients, I probably have some frameworks that can help.
And probably, and that's our specialty as well. But although we do also deal with the business to consumer. So folks, if you are B2B, definitely listen up. If you're B2C, business to consumer, what you're going to learn here is probably going to be applicable to you as well.
Agreed.
What's the problem you solve?
The
Question
problem I
two.
solve is helping folks not only tell the stories that get their customers excited to buy, but it's increasing their conversion rates. So, as you mentioned, people can get a great lead and then
Yeah.
they don't know what to do once they have that lead on the phone. Some of the techniques and frameworks that I teach help people to do that in a process oriented way that's clear, that's easy, and most importantly, for those out here who can feel it, doesn't feel salesy.
Right.
It's just having a conversation and opening doors for the right people
Right.
with the
Because
right support.
a lot of us don't want to do the arm twisting and the sky's going
No,
to fall if you don't
it's
bite it down,
gross.
and all that stuff.
Nobody likes it.
Because we don't like it done to us, we don't like it to other people. So what I've probably already preempted the answer to some of question number 3, the typical symptoms that people experience. So I guess one of the things is people just feel uncomfortable when they're walking someone through because you want the sale, but you don't want to be one of those manipulative people. So what else is going on in their business life where they could look at that and go, "Hell, I still need to find more about this."
And thank you for the question. The first one would be you are not converting your calls. Second
Right.
is you don't
Big
know
one.
why you're not converting your calls. Number three is you're not sure what else might be going on in your business, and what's happening. So a quick example I give is if you're going to go stay at a Hilton hotel in Mumbai, India, you choose Hilton because you know there's a certain level of quality, a certain level of experience, and that brand has extended that experience from their marketing all the way through to when you will rest your head on that pillow. Same thing with you in sales. You may have great marketing that gets people really excited to talk to you, but then when they get on the phone with you, that experience falls flat. And if you're experiencing stuff like that and you're not sure what's happening, probably there's a lot of answers inside of your phone call and inside of the discovery call, which is what we're talking about today. But that's a huge place. And if you don't know what's happening, I have a resource that we'll share at the end here, which should be able to give you some light.
Why don't we skip to that right now? Because question 6
Yeah.
was about sharing a valuable resource that can help people more. Where would people go to find out more about that?
So the valuable resource that I have for your audience here, Tom, is called the OCGC call script template. OCGC stands for opening, creating the gap, and closing. And what I have for your listeners is an actual call script that goes through all of the right points, beats, and the sequence of events to make your next call your best call. So you can have that if you go to stevensteers.com/podcast. On the top left corner under my smiling mug with the big hair and the microphone, you'll see one that has a telephone and it says OCGC call script template. Go ahead and download that and ping me with any questions and have a great call.
Got it. Thanks very much. So it's Stephen, P-H-E-N,
PH, the
Stephen
biblical way.
Steers, STEERS.com/podcast. And go get that, because that's going to guide you through the whole process. And I've had a quick look at that page. It looks simple. It looks like something that could fit like a glove on a hand. Let's go back to question 4,
That's what I
since
was
we
going
skipped
for.
ahead. What would you say are some of the common mistakes that people have made when they're trying to close the sale, and they don't have a process-driven approach like yours to like a set of train tracks to run on? What are they doing that's actually screwing things up?
They're winging it and they don't use a
Right.
script. So
Right.
I'm more than a decade in the business of sales as like directly selling things, and I still use a script on every call. I have it
Right.
memorized, but in
Wow.
case I get into a great chat with somebody and I don't know my place, I can always refer back to this document. So I think the biggest problem is people wing it and they think that they're just going to be so magnanimous and such a great presenter that people are going to open their wallets and throw all the shekels across the
Right.
screen. That's not
Right.
how it works.
No.
And the other problem with that super quick is the fact that if you don't use a script, you don't know where you went wrong. So if you aren't following through on a process, if you don't know where the constraint is, you can't fix it. So that's probably the biggest. The second is they're not recording their calls and using those as learning opportunities. So use a script, record your calls. And if you want someone like me to listen to them, I'm happy to, but at least you should, because you'll find a lot about your business and where you can improve.
Right. Yeah, it can be quite revelationary, can't it? I mean, it's like the first time that someone videoed me doing a presentation. I was horrified at what I saw, but it gave me the opportunity to improve.
Correct.
So
Tail of the
that's
tape.
also that's a terrific top tip, folks. Yeah, to record your call and actually listen to it. And do you, by the way, do you recommend Zoom or phone calls? What was it better with the video on or off? Or does it depend what you look like? If you look like me, it's probably, my brother said I had a great face for radio, so maybe.
And a voice for print, right? I think the camera should be on if you want to be more human, right? We're humans solving human problems in a business context. If I'm going to work with you and spend a big check, I at least want to see your face if I
Right,
can.
right. So Zoom's probably a pretty good option.
Pretty solid.
Let's skip to question 7. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
The one question you should have asked me that you haven't is what are the 4 questions a business owner or a salesperson should ask before they tell any stories?
Oh, this is cream on the cake. What are they?
Okay, the 4 questions are the following. Number 1, what's at stake for your audience, for your prospects? What's the big picture reason they're going to come talk to you about a problem they have? Once you know that, the next thing is what does that audience member prospect want to learn or achieve about that big thing that's at stake? Number 3, what do you want the audience to feel? Remember, buying decisions happen emotionally first. 95% of buying decisions take place in the subconscious. We back into it with logic. If you can make me feel, you can get me to a decision point. And then
Mm,
fourth and finally, for the last question is, what do you want your prospect to do next? You have to guide them. Confused people do not buy.
brilliant,
So if you don't
brilliant.
have that right situation to walk them through, you're not going to get the outcome that we all want, which is
Uh,
you to have more zeros in your bank account.
Love this. The genius of that is in the simplicity, folks. So there's a whole heap of value there, including the setup for storytelling as well as how to close and once you've generated the sale, close the right people, I should say. Stephen says, thank you so much for your insights and your time and your wisdom and your value you delivered. Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.